Hello everyone, so this exercises is the original bar class and I want you to join me even though you're in vacation and do something good for your body today. So let's get started. So let's start with stretching ourselves. So you're shifting your weight from side to side, try to stretch your arms and look at the ceiling and try to open your chest. And then we're going to stand in one place and we're going to fall down and come up and open our chest to the ceiling. Again, going down, come up, open the chest. So try to move fluently, use your arms, use your legs, make it as big as you can. Let's do 3 more, 2 more, hold your stomach in, and then we're going to stand up here. Now open your legs even wider, and then we're going to be on a tabletop. So you're trying to fold yourself and be directed as flat as you can be. Stretch your back and then hold your stomach in and let's go down. So you're giving your body the opportunity to just drop down. Big movements. From here again, you're going to hold your stomach and come back to tabletop. Let's hold it. Let's do it faster. We're going to the floor and then tabletop. Floor, tabletop. So you keep stretching your back whenever you go for a tabletop. And you're thinking about building your spine from down up. Let's do 3 more. You have to keep your abdominals engaged, and then we're going to stay here. Grab both hands together and we go in and out our legs. We like trying to make a wave motion with our back. So make sure you're doing a big movement with stomach engaged, your back is working hard, and then let's stay in. So you're trying to go through your legs towards the other side of the room. Now we're going to stay here, grab our ankles and try to get closer, chest to the legs. So you're really trying to bring yourself to be closer. And then we're going to release the hands to the floor. Even if you're not touching the floor, that's fine. We're just we're drawing a big arch with our hands. You keep holding your abdominals engaged from side to side, and let's go back to the center and climb up vertebra by vertebra. Take both arms to the ceiling and we're going up and over for the side bend. So you keep controlling your abdominals. You're trying to be as flat as you can on the side, and from here we're going to stretch again to the ceiling and to the other side. So keep everything engaged. Try to drop this arm, let it just lay there, and then we come up for the center. Make room for your head, and we're going from side to side, side to side. You keep working really hard with your core. Good. And let's release the hands and continue to work from side to side. Good. Then we're going back to the center. Close a little bit our legs. One hand on your waist and the other with big circles to the back. Try to open the shoulder. While doing that, let's switch with some here and big circle back. Now for the hard part. Let's take both arms. Let's cross and open, cross to the back. So we're crossing to the front, open and cross to the back. And every time we get to the cross, you're trying to bring the other arm to be on top. So one time will be the right, one time will be the left. Think about it and try. And even if you don't succeed, it's still good. So let's do the one more time, and let's keep our hands really to the side. So you stretch your hands and we're trying to pump them up really, really fast. And of course, you're still engaged in your core. Now we're going backwards. Really pump backwards, hold your stomach, hold it in. And then let's do fist and circle to the back. Good. Now, let's take both hands, straighten them and bring them to the front. Now we're bringing, like we're going to clap. So, mini claps, really, really fast. It's like you're building a tension between both arms. And then we're going to grab hands together and bring them backwards. So I'll show you from the side. We're trying to bring the arms like they want to go backwards from your head, but don't move your head. Now let's keep our arms as far as back as you can and just bend our elbows. And you see I'm keeping my elbows really close to the head, to my ears. That's what we want. Coming back here, and then we join again, stretch our arms, and then we're going for the 8 figure. So it's like the eternity. You're trying to move every part of the arm. You try to keep your shoulders low, and then bring your fingers to the shoulders, and let's circle our elbows. You're trying to kiss with the elbows in front of you. 2 more. And now we're going to hold this part of the hand, and we're trying to push towards our elbows. So we're pumping up our muscles of the chest, and then switch your arms and continue doing the same. Good. Now release both hands, take 3 circles to the back. Good. Bring your hands to your waist. We double tap with ear to the shoulder, double tap to the other side, double tap and double tap. And let's look away, look behind you. Keep your chin down, and then to the other side. Good. And then half a circle to the right, half a circle to the left. And 1 big circle to finish our warm up. Good. And the other one. Now, so you're going to use the chair. I'm going to use the bar for this part. I will use the chair later. If hand on your bar, the other is in shoulder height. Try to zip yourself to be as tall as you can be, and then bring your leg up. We're going to bend the knee, but it's a little bend, so I'm not doing this. I straighten them and just bend a little bit. So hold your stomach in, bring both bones of your pelvic to be in front, and then we're going to start. So we stretch and bend and lift and lower. Stretch, bend, lift, lower. Stretch, bend, lift, lower. Stretch, bend, lift, lower. Good. So every part of it, you just keeping to think about your core. You're holding your stomach in, so your stomach wants to be in one line with your back. So you're keeping yourself really tall. Stretch and bend and lift and lower. Stretch and bend and lift and lower. Stretch and bend and lift and lower. Good. So this arm, this one, we're trying to work it. So don't just let it drop. Stretch and bend and lift and lower, and your arm is supposed to be like this. Okay, so I just twisted my elbow to the back. So I will working with my I will work with my arm. We have 10. And stretch and bend and lift and lower. Stretch and bend and lift and lower. Stretch and bend and lift and lower. 6 and 5 and 4 and 3 and 2. With the last one, we're going to stay up, bended, keep everything engaged, and now we bring it even higher. So it's like making a room in your stomach for your hip to come up and up and up. Keep your feet in a point. We have 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Other side. I'm going to do this. You're going to just, you can just move yourself, whatever you prefer. Again, we're bringing this arm to shoulder height. We take this leg and we just bend a little bit. So you're zipping yourself, standing really tall, and now we're going to stretch and bend and lift and lower. Stretch and bend and lift and lower. Stretch and bend and lift and lower. Good. It's hard to do it and talk through it. Stretch and bend and lift and lower. Stretch and bend and lift and lower, but I hope it's hard for you also. Stretch and bend and lift and lower. Stretch and bend and lift and lower. And of course, you keep holding your stomach in. It's like if you won't hold your stomach in, you won't be able to keep both of the bones of the pelvic to be in the same height, and also you cannot lift your hip so high. So you have to keep yourself engaged. So stretch and bend and lift and lower. Stretch and bend and lift and lower. Stretch and bend and lift and lower. Okay, I don't know how many we did, so let's count from 8 and 7 and 6 and 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and stretch and bend and lift and stay. Now hold everything in, make sure you're still holding tight, and then we're going to make room in the stomach and bring this hip higher and higher, higher and higher. So you keep it bended. It's not very hard. Let's do it. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Okay, now you're going to face your bar. You're going to be with a little V. Put both arms on your bar, on your chair, and let's roll the pelvic front. So you're trying to keep the roll really tight to the direction of the bar of your chair, and you keep holding your stomach in. So you're creating one line between your knees and shoulders. Now let's take this leg to be diagonal. So if you see, I'm still holding the pelvic to the front. It's like spooning my pelvic, but I'm still trying to get this hip to go backwards. So I'm trying to lift it. It doesn't go up very high. And then we're going to stretch and bend and lift and lower. Yes, we already did that. And stretch and bend and lift and lower. Stretch and bend and lift and lower. And while doing so, you're trying to divide your weight of the body between both sides. So even though we are standing on one leg, we keep holding our pelvic to the front, and you're trying to make it even from both sides. And again, we're going to stretch and bend and lift and lower. Stretch and bend and lift and lower. You should feel it here in your gluteus. And stretch and bend and lift and lower. Stretch and bend and lift and lower. Point your feet. Point your feet really hard. Stretch and bend and lift and lower. We have 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Let's keep it there. So it's a little bended, and you're trying to bring it backwards, back. So you're like kicking it back, but you're still trying to point your feet, and you're still holding your stomach, your pelvic to the front. Just kick back, kick, kick, kick. It's supposed to really hurt here, and also on your standing leg. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Okay, we're going to do the other side. I'm going to stay here. So we're doing exactly the same. Rolling the pelvic, keeping everything tight. One line between your knees and your shoulders. Take the other leg to be diagonal. So your pelvic still stays at front. You bring it up, and then you start. Stretch and bend and lift and lower. Stretch, bend, lift, lower. Stretch, bend, lift, lower. I'm not continuing to tell you because I want you to empathize the stretch and the lift. Stretch and lift. So the bend and the lower will happen anyway. So you're trying to stretch and lift, and stretch and lift, and stretch and lift. It's exactly the same as the other side. I'm just saying 2 less words. Stretch and lift, and stretch and lift, and stretch and lift, and keep your pelvic to the front, and keep your knee bended, and stretch and lift, and stretch and lift, and stretch and lift. We have 8 and 7 and 6 and 5. Point your feet. 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Let's keep it pointed and directed to the diagonal on the air. Keep your pelvic to the front, and then you're trying to kick backwards, backwards, backwards. So you keep your leg lifted and you're trying to stretch it to the back, okay? It's like you're kicking, 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 kicking. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Okay, it was really hard for me today, I don't know why. Okay, so now we're going to spread between our legs, but our feet are parallel to one another. One hand on your bar, and now you are shifting your pelvic away from the bar. We're going to release the tension in this knee and point this feet. Now you take this arm and you're trying to make a circle. So whatever you do, you're trying to keep everything holding in, open the chest, and you're trying to go away from the bar with the pelvic and close to the bar with this arm. So you're stretching all your side. Now let's turn this leg in and start lifting it up, 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 up. So it looks easy, it's not easy. You're trying to make this leg straight as an arrow. You're lifting it in one block, okay? It's not drill, okay? You have to keep it up with the rhythm. Up, 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 up. Your toes are in point, of course, and you're feeling this point like it started from your hip, okay? It's not only your toes. Everything is really, really straight. And up, and up, and up, and up, and up, and up. And keep holding your stomach in. We have 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep it up and then stretch, 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 stretch. It's the end, I'm sure. I know. Stretch, 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 stretch. For only 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Okay, we have the other side. So you're not supposed to lift the chair. You can just walk around it. Okay, now again, 2 legs are parallel, 2 feet are parallel. One hand on your bar. You're going away with the pelvic. Point this feet. Release tension from this knee. Bring this arm to be rounded. So you hold everything in, open the chest, and then we're starting up, 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 up. Point your feet. I'm not sure if I told you to turn it in. So it's turned in, and we are bringing up and up and up and up. And you keep doing the same, and you're trying to make it better. So you're trying to make this leg like an arrow, really, really straight. And you're trying to take the pelvic away from the bar. Hold your stomach in, open the chest. Hold this hand really long, so you're really stretching your side. And up, and up, and up, and up for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. With the last one, we're going to stay there. Up, and then stretch, stretch, stretch. Keep it turned in. Stretch, 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 stretch. Blah, blah, blah. You know what we're doing? So, only 8, 9, 8, sorry. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Okay, now we're going to sit. So, this is my chair. Take this chair and sit on your knees. You are holding both arms on the chair. So one on top of the other. Now we're going to bring ourselves close and bring both knees together. Now I'm trying to roll the pelvic to the front. So I want to be here, I'm not arching the back. I'm trying to roll it, and my stomach is like a wall that doesn't let it go further. Now I'm going to lift this leg the minimum that I can, just to make it easier for me to slide it back. So I'm pointing my feet, sliding back this leg. It continue to touch the other leg. So I'm just sliding back, sliding back, sliding back, and working all the inner thigh, the outer thigh, everything is working. And you're also trying to divide your weight between both sides of the pelvic, even though one is in the air. Now, let's stay backwards. Point your feet, go backwards, and then we're going up and down. So you see my leg is backwards. My pelvic is holding itself to the front, and I'm opening the knee. Whenever it goes back to the other leg, you see the knees are not in the same position because I took this leg backwards. That's what you need to do. Okay, we have 2 more like this. And last one, we're going to stay here, of course, and then we bring it even more backwards. And continue to hold your weight, okay? Don't fall on each side. We're going backwards. You feel it here in the hamstrings. We have only 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we're going to release this side. Okay, I'm going to switch around so you see better, but you don't have to do it. Now, because I switched around, I will hold my arms the opposite. Now, again, I'm getting really close to the bar, to the chair. I'm rolling the pelvic to the front, and then hold my stomach in, and then lift this leg up. And now I'm sliding it backwards. So when it comes forward, it doesn't go so much as the other leg, okay? So you're always trying to work your hamstrings and your inner thigh, okay? Both legs are really close to one another. So we're sliding back. Keep your core engaged and your pelvic to the front. I keep reminding myself also, backwards, point your feet, and then let's stay backwards. Now we open and close, open and close. So you start feeling this side of the gluteus, open and close, and keep it going. Make sure your leg is opening to the side, but backwards, so it's not in the same line as your other leg. And up and down, up and down. Keep your weight divided as evenly as you can. Let's do 3 and 2 and 1. Let's stay there and just pump backwards. So I need to hold really tight and hold myself to the center and pump backwards, 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 backwards. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Okay, we're going to do the pelvic floor part. We're starting with one leg in front of us. I'll sit like this. It'll be easier. So I have one hand on the other, and I'm just letting myself go backwards, lift this leg, and just circle my ankle. And then to the other side. And let's switch. So this leg comes in, this goes out, my back stays rolled. And let's do the other side. And now we're going to take both legs to be straight. Flex your feet, hold your hips, and let's lock our knees, lock after lock after lock. Every time you're locking your knees, you should feel your hips being really tighter under your hands, and your heels are coming up the floor. Now, we're going to stay here and just point our feet and flex. Point, flex, point, flex. Let's stay pointed and just go. Lay on your legs as much as you can And then come back for sitting and take both feet together. We're just opening our knees to the side. And from here, we're going to sit and crossed legs. Make sure you're sitting on your sitting bones. And we're trying to roll our vertebrae. You're trying to move your spine. So really think about making it longer and stretchier. So each vertebra moves at their turn to the same side. Let's go to the other side. So use whatever you have, all parts of the body, trying to circle. And now we're going to sit. And we're going to close our eyes now. So I'm closing my eyes so you will feel comfortable. I won't be looking at you. Now no one can see what you were doing. So let's just let go. Let all tension of the body go. Try to feel the weight of the body pulling you down. Now let's take a big breath from your nose. Exhale from your mouth. And it was only for getting you concentrated. And from here we're going to engage all of the pelvic floor. So you're trying to hold, like you really need to go to the bathroom, and you hold as much as you can, as tight as you can, and as high as you can. It's something that you should do ongoing. So it's not a specific point. We're trying to get there in the beginning. So you squeeze in really tight, and then you try to lift it really high. And when you get to the 100% of engagement, we're going to stay for 8, 7, 6. Your purpose is to stay. So if you feel it's releasing, you're trying to do it again, okay? To get to the 100% of engagement, we only have 2, 1, and slowly release. Try to figure out the parts of your body that's being released now. Again, we're going to let everything go. And now we're going to squeeze in only the muscles of the muscles that control your clitoris. So you're trying to squeeze it in and out. It's a really small movement, in and out, and you continue to do it while I'm talking. So what we're supposed to feel that we're squeezing the muscle that is the first one to answer us, okay? So we're trying to squeeze in our pelvic floor, and we're not doing it really, we're doing it only on the top of the surface, really close to the outer side of your stomach, okay? So it's the first muscle that will do something, and I want you to just control it, to keep you going only on this muscle, so not going deeper. So we're going to squeeze and out, squeeze and out, squeeze in and out. It's a really fast movement, in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out, only to make you in more control of the specific parts of the pelvic floor. So let's continue for 4, 3, 2, 1, and we're just stopping with this clitoris area. Now we're going deeper. So we're trying to work with the muscle that control the vagina. We're trying to pull the vagina in. So we're not squeezing, we're pulling in. It's a much longer movement, and then only halfway release. So pull in your vagina and halfway release. We pull it in deeper towards the inner part of your body and halfway release. We're pull it in and halfway release. Pull it in and halfway release. Pull it in, halfway release. Only 3 more. Pull it in, halfway release, and 2. And with the last one, pull it in deeply and then release all the way. Let's sit back and then let's take another big breath from your nose. Release, exhale from your mouth. So now we're really concentrated, and we're squeezing the pelvic floor all together, all 3 muscles, the frontal, the middle, and the back, all together. Squeeze it in tie them towards each other, and then try to lift them as high as you can. Now we're going to squeeze all these muscles towards an elevator, like imaginary elevator, and you're trying to bring this elevator to go upper to the highest floor. So we go to the third floor and fourth floor, and you squeeze and bring it to the fifth floor, squeeze and lift for the sixth floor, squeeze and lift for the seventh floor, squeeze and lift for the eighth floor and ninth floor, and let's squeeze and lift and stay at the 10th floor. You're trying to keep your elevator as high as you can. Don't let it go, don't. And then slowly we're going to lower the elevator, so don't drop it. Make it slow. It's really important to hold and to be in control of the releasing. Now, when you got your elevator down, you can open your eyes, and we're going to continue. Okay, so let's be on all fours. Make sure your back is in one line. Make sure your neck is in the same line as your back. Now, keep your hands wider than your shoulders, sorry. Keep your abdominals engaged, so you're like pulling your belly button in, and you're making your back really strong. And now we're just going to shift our weight towards our hands. So I'm not doing this. I'm keeping my pelvic in the same direction, but I'm telling my mind that now my arms are going to be the strong part of the body. And now when I'm bending my elbows, I have to press up to make them straight. So bend and press the floor, and bend and press the floor. Make sure you're working with your mind also. So you are also thinking how heavy is this part of the body, okay? You really feel that you're holding the weight of your body with your arms. So when you bend your elbows, you're making it really strongly. And when you push yourself away from the floor, you really need to put an effort. We have only 3 more big ones. And 2. And 1. And let's stay here. So I'm just going to pump down. 8, 9, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and yes, it was hard to press up. And then release. Now we're going to do the serious thighs. So you're going to use your chair, one arm on your, one arm on your waist, one arm on your bar. Now bring both legs to be really squeezed to one another, and zip yourself to stand tall. Now we're going to lift our heels in the air as high as you can and bend our knees. I'm going to do it this way so you can see. So my back is neutral and I'm going down. So you just continue to press yourself down, and you keep holding your heels together, your toes together, and your back is long, and keep your head high, and we're just going down and down and down and down. Good. Hold your stomach in, and we're starting to change. So one time we'll open and close, open and close. While I'm opening and closing, my feet still together. So you really feel your heels stretch, your heels attached to one another. Open and close, and open and close, and open and close, and let's say open. So just go open and open and open. So your knees want to go to the side, okay? And you go up and down. Empathize the down, of course. For 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stay. Only your knees opening, open, 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 open. Good. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, stay. Now go lower and only your pelvic from side to side, from side to side. Good. So you're moving right and left, side to side, side to side, and let's stay in the center. Only the pelvic, in and out, in and out, in and out for 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Let's stay here. Continue to go down and down and down. Your heels together. Your back is straight. Down, and let's stay here. Bring one arm, hold everything, and let's bring the other arm and just try to hold it. Fix your point of view and just hold, 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 hold. And now let's stretch our legs and lower your heels down. Good. Now holding the chair. Now your weight of the body is on your feet and you're trying to stretch your back. So make sure your feet is directed under your pelvic. And now try to stretch your back and even arch it a little bit. So let your chest go lower and your tailbone go backwards. So you're just making room for every vertebra in your spine. Now we're going to just hold our stomach in, so our arch will be finished. So you're keeping your belly button in, and then you're keeping your flat back, your head and neck in the same line as your back. Now you're going to bend one knee. Let's stay here. So you feel the stretch in the other leg. Now you're going to stretch it and bend the other. Again, you bend and stay, and just feel the stretch in your other leg. Now we're going to shift from one to the other. So we just bend and bend from this to this and try to move with your pelvic and with your arm and shoulder and really try to stretch your body. Feel the connection. And from here we're going to stay with both legs straight. Fix your back to be straight, and then we just bend both knees and straighten them. So you go lower with your pelvic because you want to stretch your legs even more. So you bend and stretch and bend and stretch, and we're going to stay stretched. And now I want you to lock your knees. So whenever you're locking your knees come out towards your hip. So just let's lock and lock and lock for 2, for 1, and stay. Now release both knees, so don't straight them, and then release one hand to let it drop under your shoulder. We're going to hold the stomach in and drop the other arm also. So you're holding your back from this part and your arms are just there. Now try to move them and circle them in the same direction. Now to the other direction. Good. Good. Now we're going to bend our knees as much as we need to get with our fingers to the floor. When you get with your fingers to the floor, you can lower your head and really release tension from your knee, from your neck. So do like you're nodding from side to side. Good. Now stay. And now our hands are on the floor, or your fingers, whatever you need. You try to stretch your knees. So bend them and stretch them while your fingers are touching the floor. Good. If you're not, if you can't straight your legs, it's also fine. The stretch is with you. So how flexible you are, and the length of your muscles is the thing that will decide if you can really stretch to be straight. You can stretch without being straight. Okay, now we're going to bend our knees and lower our pelvic. Do it slowly so you won't get dizzy. And from here we're going to just sit back like this. For this we won't be needing the chair, but it's going to be really fast. So we'll be here. You're position your fingers towards your pelvic, and your feet are as wide as your pelvic also. And now we're going to lift the pelvic up. So you're trying to keep the pelvic up, so I'm going to engage my gluteus also. Now all I want you to do is bend your elbows backwards and straighten them. So I'm bending only the elbows and straighten them. I'm trying to keep my my pelvic to be engaged, okay? So bend the elbows and straighten them, and bend and straight for 6 and 5. So you're doing backwards, okay? You're going with a bend backwards for 3, for 2, and 1. And if you can, stay here in bended elbows and just stay, and maybe try to engage the gluteus and bring it up and up and up and up for only 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower the pelvic and release your hands and your wrists. And now we're going to take the chair and we're going to use this part of the chair. I'm going to fix the camera to be lower. Okay, and let's continue. Let's see. You see me. Good. So we're going to do the core part. So we're going to do it with a chair today. So we're going to put our legs on the chair. You can use the chair to see that you're really 90 degrees bended. Now, both arms will be in the side of the body. And now when I'm fixing when I flex my feet, I feel that my heels come up the chair. It's okay. But I want you to continuously press with this part of your ankle down. So it's like you're holding the chair so you won't run. You're flexing your feet and hold the chair with your legs. Both arms to the side of the body. And now we're going to start like usual at the tilt and grip. So tilt and grip, we are here. Hope you managed. Now I'm gripping, so I'm not holding my fingers. I'm gripping with the part of my arm, so I'm using my strength. Now use your strength and lower the shoulders down. Now press the belly button down and then come up with your elbows bending. So it's like you're pulling yourself from the arms towards your hips while your stomach doesn't want to come up. Your stomach is pressed down. So you're working all parts of the body almost, and it's like one wants to go here and the other wants to go to the other direction. So you're making yourself a hard job, so you're making it harder for you, and that means that you're working better. Okay, now we're going to stay with bended elbows. Press the belly button down, press your legs to the chair, flex your feet and release one arm. Now look at your fingers and try to go to this side. So you lengthen this arm and also squeezing this side of your waist. You're going in the same height and you're going far to the front from the side. We have 4, good. And 3, the other arm is working really hard. 2, and 1, and let's bring this arm back to grip. I'm releasing this hand. I'm putting it here. Everything is pressed down. Your shoulder is down. Your legs are holding the chair. Now we're going to lengthen this arm and squeezing my waist. So try to really use the other arm to bring you further forward. So really long. We have 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1, and grip and release. Release your hands and take your head from side to side just to release any tension from your neck. And then let's keep ourselves in the center again. Again, we're going to flex our feet, press our legs to the chair like you want them to stay close to you. And then we're going for the tilt and the grip. Again, grip with your arms, not with your fingers. Again, press the belly button down, release shoulders, so you're really lowering your shoulders, and then use your arms to bring yourself closer to the hips. So you're pulling yourself. It's a hard work. Your arms are working hard. We have only 4 big, 3, 2, and 1, and let's stay up. So you're pressing your legs to the chair. You're releasing one arm on the air higher than your knee, and then you press down your belly button and release the other. Let's stay here. Now you're looking with your eyes to your fingers, and now you're trying to crunch and make your arms go higher. So you have to crunch here to make yourself go up. If your neck is hurting, you can bring both arms to the back part of your head. But I want you to try. When it hurts, then bring them backwards. So always start with the most challenging part and do the changes you needed. Okay, let's do 3 and 2 and 1. Let's stay up and bring both arms to the back part of your head. So open your elbows. Try to fix your head in the same direction. So you're looking upper than you're looking higher than your knees. Now we continue to crunch, but this time your head is resting on your hands. So crunch in, crunch in, crunch in, crunch in. Good. Enjoy it. We're working hard. Your stomach will say thank you. Now I want you to keep yourself here and open the elbows even wider. Now I'm going to face you with my torso and up with this elbow towards the knees. Now I'm going back and face the other way around and come up to the center. Again, I'm twisting my torso, come up with the elbow to the knees, twisting to the other side, come up. Good. Twist, up, twist, up, twist, up, twist, up. For 3 more. Twist, up, up, up. One last time. Twist and up. Open and lower your back. Release both hands. Again, take your head from side to side. Good. And we're going for the final one. So again, we're going to flex our feet, press our legs to the chair, and tilt and grip again. So grip, lower your elbows and bring yourself closer to your legs. Press the belly button down, press the lower back to the floor. We have 4 and 3 and 2 and 1, and stay. Now we're just staying and just holding the stomach in. I want you to feel the pressure to press down and to use your arms to stay as high as you can. Now we're going to release both arms. Now one arm is going to the back and we're going to switch and switch. So you try not to move with your torso. You're trying to press the belly button down. So the only thing that moves is your arms. And we're going for 8, 7, try to do it energetic, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold both arms to the front, hold with your legs, and then let's go deeper in and in and in for only 6 more, and then we'll finish. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Take your head from side to side. So I hope you're fine, and if you need it, you hold your head with your arms. Now we're going to move our chair away. You don't need it anymore. Stay on your back. Now bring both heels together and flex your feet and open between your knees. It's right about your shoulder shoulder wide. Sorry. Now we're pressing. No, don't press. Now we're holding our stomach in, and I'm rolling the pelvic a little bit. So you see, I'm not lifting it. I just rolled it, so it will attach my back to be flat on the floor. Now take your arms back to the back part of your head. Open the elbows. We're going for the 12th elephant. So keeping your pelvic the same way, and we come up and down and up and down. We have only 10 more. 9. So 8. And you keep holding your stomach in. Don't let it go out when you go up. And we have 6 and 5 and 4 and 3, 2, and with the last one we're going to stay up. Take both arms together like an arrow, and we go inside our legs for 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Bring both arms to the side of your body. Release your elbows, your heels, sorry. Now take your arms backwards and open your back for an arch. So you're stretching yourself. Now bring your arms from the side and close the arch. Let's do it again. Open your arms to the back part of the room and open the arch of your back and bring them back to the side of the body and close the arch. From here, we're going to do this. So you're bringing both knees one after the other to your chest. Now bring your legs together, so you're really keeping them together, and point your feet. Now you're going to push your shoulders and arms to the floor and bringing your hips to be in 90 degrees from your stomach. So you're 90 degrees here and you're 90 degrees in your knees. Everything is pulled in really tight. You're trying to keep your back flat to the floor. Now you take your pointed feet and make them go forward and a little backwards. So forward and backwards. It might be too hard for you, so you can do half. You can go until here and come back, okay? I want you to be in control of your stomach and your back. So your stomach is really pressed down, and if you can't hold your back to be in touch with the floor, you should do it smaller. So you should do this, like half, okay? I'm going to continue for 4 more, 3, and 2, and 1. And now bring both knees to your chest, and let's press our knees with our hands to the chest, just to release tension from your lower back, because this is it's a quite hard exercise. And from here we're going for the next one. You press your upper body to the floor and now point both of your feet. Okay? So you really need to hold the stomach in while you're lifting your heels from the floor, and you're touching the floor only with your toes. Now we're going forward with our toes, with our point, and backwards. So it's 4 to the 4, 3, 2, 1, and 4, 3, 2, 1, 4, 3, 2, 1, 4, 3, 2, 1, 4, 3, 2, 1, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we are going to stay here and just keep your heels in the air. Press your belly button down, and then you're going to lift both legs and cross them. And from here, you pointed feet, we just lift and change the cross. So change and change and change and change. Point your feet. It's direct you to do it in the right angle. So just change and change and change and change for only 4, 3, 2, 1, and again bring your knees toward the chest, release your toes. Now we're going to roll ourselves for sitting, good, and we're going to do the escape and no escape. So we're starting with the escape. We will be sitting with our legs to the front. Let's see that you see. Yes, okay, so I'm pointing my feet. I'm rolling my pelvic and back, so we're like C-shape. And I'm going to use my arms. So my fingers are pressed to the floor. I'm using my strength from the arms and directed to the floor because I want to lift my legs up. So press your belly button in, press your fingers to the floor, lift your legs, and now we're going to open and close. So bend and stretch, open and close, bend and stretch. Good. You're trying to make your shoulders will be they will be in the same position as your pelvic. Okay, so if you go backwards it will be easier. If it's too easy for you, go forward with your shoulders. Let's do 4 and 3 and 2 and 1, and lower your legs. Good. We have the no escape. So for the no escape, we have to bring our back to be straight. So you're really using your muscles here at the back and your muscles of the stomach. For that, we're going to do flex. Your feet are flexed. And again, it's going to be hard, sorry. We're going to pull everything in, try to breathe straight back. And we're going to press again with the fingers to the floor. So I'm pressing and I'm lifting and now I'm opening and closing. So you take them down and up for only 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Good. Quickly, you're going to lay on your stomach. You lay on your stomach, your forehead is on the floor, and your hands are circling your head like like a halo. Bring both legs together and point your feet. Now we're going to roll the pelvic down and then lift our legs up. You're trying to stay lifted and just stretch them to be straight, straight, straight. So stretch and stretch and stretch and stretch and stretch. Try to bring them as high as you can for only 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay. Now circle to the side. So you're opening your hip and close. So open and close. Open and close. Turn out and in. Turn out and in for only 6 and 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1, and bring your legs down. Now take both arms to the side of the body. The palms of the hands are facing to the ceiling. Both legs are together. Again, we're going to start with rolling the pelvic down. Now we're going to lift our chest up. So you keep looking at the floor and try to take your shoulder backwards and go down. And the final one, so you can open a little bit between your legs. We're going to roll the pelvic down. Again, lift our chest up. Now lift your legs also. Let them stay there in the air. So you're trying to stretch your body. Stretch your legs back to the back part of the room and your head to the front part of the room. And let's bring our hands also and stretch your arms forward. So your fingers are straight forward, your toes are stretched backwards, and you just stay here for 3, for 2, and 1, and release. Good. Take your hands and push yourself away from the floor, going through the cobra position. Make sure you can stretch your back like this. And now take your pelvic backwards. We're going to be on all fours. Just roll the back. And from here, slowly unroll and go for the arch. In the arch, you can move yourself backwards and forward a little bit. And from here, we're going to just release the tension of the back and sit ourselves on our heels. So your hands are still in front of you. And we're going to press our hands down and lift our knees up. It's only the stretch. Good. Release that. And let's sit with legs apart as wide as you can. Now, we're going to flex our feet. Make sure we're sitting on our sitting bones. And you're trying to stretch your legs. And make sure your toes are looking at the ceiling. Now take your arms backwards. So stretch your arm backwards and bring your chest forward. You're trying to pump your chest forward while your back being straight. Now keep yourself there and bring both arms forward. Let's take one big step with each hand. Let's stay there, flex your feet even more, and then lower your elbows down. Try to make yourself longer. From here, we're going to just move ourselves towards one leg. Keep your chest toward this leg. Press down for a few seconds. And then we're going to stay with one hand with the elbow on the floor and open the other to the ceiling. And now we're closing ourselves and moving to the other side. Now stay here. Your chest is for the leg, is directed to the leg. Now pump down. Make sure you flex your feet. Now again, we're going to stay here and press our elbow down and open the other elbow to the ceiling. And now we're going fluently, closing ourselves, moving and open, close, move, open, close, move, open. Do a few more without me saying. Let's do the final one and climb up. Now take both legs, straighten them forward. Point your feet, bring your arms up. Now we're going to roll the back, straight it, go down, climb up. So roll, stretch, down and up. Roll, stretch, down and up. Final one, roll and stretch and go down and stay for a few pumps towards your legs. And then climb up for sitting. And we're going for the final spinal. You just lay yourself down on the floor, on your mattress, both feet on the floor, both arms on the floor. Press down with your arms and then start with rolling the pelvic. We'll roll and come up, vertebra by vertebra, until we get to the bridge. Now, when you got to the bridge, take both arms, bring them backwards, lay them down. Now we're going to be in touch with our pelvic. So you're trying to lower the pelvic while keeping your back straight. So you lowering slowly and your back getting to the floor when it's really flat, and then you arch your back. So enjoy the arch, and then roll the pelvic, the arch is closing, continue to roll, climb up again to the bridge. Again, lower the pelvic, keep your back straight. When your back touches the floor, then you arch your back. One last time, roll the pelvic, arch being closed, and you're climbing up for the bridge. Bringing both arms to the side of the body, and now lower your pelvic down neutrally. So keep your back on the floor, neutral, and then take both knees one after the other to the chest. Now it's really important to do it. You're holding your arms in your hands on your knees. You're pointing your feet, and then you press your knees toward the hands. So you really push forward your knees. Now, when you lift your head and continue to push forward your knees, you climb for this swing. So you pointed with your feet and you're just swinging on your back. It's really a great massage for your back. Just roll like this. Enjoy it. The end of the class. Good. And from here we're going to just roll ourselves for sitting, and applause. I wanted to say really that I appreciate the fact that you were willing to do this exercise while you're on vacation. So I think you should be proud of yourself, and I wish you very happy holidays and have a great day and keep this energy going. And I'll see you soon, I hope. Bye.